The formation of Tim and Tom was created in the studio. We are now that studio. We work, think, and live under the studio of Tim and Tom. This allows us to be forever inside, forever the insiders to Tim and Tom. This is our highest priority, to live and work inside Tim and Tom, as we must choose self-imposed exile to forward as one.
In this self-imposed separation, we have created an ongoing episodic dialogue between us, the insiders, and those who view us, the outsiders. Informed by the outsiders, we transcend the idea of alliance. Like that of a toddler harnessed to his mother's wrist, we remain in control of how far the outsiders are permitted to wander in our playground before directing them towards, but never revealing, what remains sealed within Tim and Tom.
It is vital within this system we have created to curate and maintain the outsider status. This status is curated by the self-induced needs and wants of themselves. This complex structure therefore creates differing layers within the outsiders. Consequently, they could be categorized in terms of their differing needs towards us, but coerced together by their want and thirst for insider information. They form a collective known as the outsiders. The suggestion of this information must be prevalent but never revealed. We call this the gap. The gap between the insider and the outsider is constantly presented, a presentation executed with precise insider information that will never fail to greet the outsider at hand.
Doing is a vital form within Tim and Tom's practice. It provokes intellectual awareness and forms a process that can be methodically adapted and improved through continual episodes. Without doing comes stagnancy and unawareness. Therefore, it is essential for Tim and Tom to continually stimulate the needs and wants of the outsiders. Only then can Tim and Tom equip themselves with the insider's knowledge to form an appropriate response. The correspondence between the outsiders and the insiders fluctuates depending on the insider's actions. Therefore, the actions must be maintained at a high level of preciseness.
Informed by the outsiders' responses to our ongoing episodic dialogue, we have calculated a rhythmic procedure of collecting and consuming this information. This is then used alongside the differing status between Tim and Tom, the insiders, and the outsiders, to create an imbalance which stimulates the outsiders to want more. As well as stimulating a want, the need of these outsiders must be catalogued and contorted. The need of the outsider has a strong correlation in determining their role. This poses a direct necessity to intensify their observation and action towards Tim and Tom. But in this intensification, the gap between the insider and the outsider also intensifies. The outsider cannot reciprocate this analytical judgment that Tim and Tom possess, and therefore the gap has become that of a one-way mirror, coercing their self-frustration into their own consciousness. This clouding of awareness consumes the outsider the closer they engage.